Hi everyone, it's Dasher Dave here again, back for another crafty video. So, second video from my new craft room. So today I just wanted to make something using some textures. So I've got a bit of file folder. I know it's all kind of the same colour. I've also got a few bits that I rescued from packaging. So I've got this, well, a few bits, that bit, and I've got some of this, which is that plastic that you know, that packaging, that lots of packaging is made of. That's it, Dave. Just try and get your words out. So I thought I would have kind of wanted to make a bit of a window aperture type thing with textures and a bit of a border. Don't know what I'm making basically. So we're going to make something together, and that's all I can promise you. So I think I'm going to try and emboss this. I don't know what it turns out like, so we'll soon find out, won't we? So one way to find out is to give it a go. So I have some embossing folders off to my side here, which now is fantastic. I've got all of this space where I can keep things now. Embossing folders, yes, here. So I don't know what I wanted to do. I just want a pattern on it for the time being. What's that? I've got 9 stuck to it. I'll keep finding these. They're all over the place. Can't actually find the whole set of them anywhere, but I can definitely keep finding those bits. That's a 3D. Should we try doing it? Oh no, that won't go through there. But I could do it through my other one if I can find all of the plates. I can. They're all here. Let's do this then. Let's see whether we can make something. Is that a bit naive, that? Let's use that one. What else have we got? We've got a basket finish. Let's try that one. What's the other one? That's wood. Okay. Ugh. Heavy. That's very heavy. Cool. So, I wanted to try embossing this. You know I like embossing plastic. You've seen me do that before. So, I'm never very good at getting the right sandwich with this Tim Holtz embossing, because these are 3D ones. They are much thicker. I'm never quite sure which sandwich is right for my machine, so please bear with me while I kind of try and do this. Don't want to just try and do the whole thing. It's going to go very crinkly if you do that, Dave. Let's cut a bit out. So you wanted to have, yeah, let's just do this. Use these scissors. Put that in there. Right in there. Right, okay, now. So that's usually the base plate. Plus that. Will that go in there without it breaking the whole thing? Oh, it does. Wow. First time. Let's see whether that's worked. Oh, excellent. Perfect. I thought it was going to completely curl up on itself, but it didn't. So we're liking that. That's brilliant. Right, let's put that back in its bag, box, packet, whatever. It's not a box, Dave. It's clearly not a box, Dave. Oh, thing's stuck to itself. Tuck in. Oh wow. That's it. I tell you what, why don't you just rip that packet? Alright, then I will. I did. So, brilliant. Take those out. Put that in its new space that's just nice and to hand, where I don't roll over it. Great, so I was thinking of having this in some kind of a aperture. Let's just make a giant card. Right, okay, journal card. So this, I don't like this at all. So I thought about, I'll fold it over and glue it together. But I'll cut an aperture out of it. Maybe that's what I should have done with maybe a round one. How big is that? Maybe a round one. Will that go through there? See, put all of that away. Shouldn't have done. Hopefully that'll go through here. So you have to kind of bear with me because there are things all over the place. So don't necessarily have the forethought to remember to keep all the bits that I need to use out. And I don't always necessarily know where all the bits are now. Now all the drawers have moved around. Well, drawers have moved around. I've never had drawers in here before, so how many drawers have moved around? Right. We're just going to have a play. Where's my... No, not there. Oh well, we'll just have to use this because I don't know where the other one is, so we'll use this until the other one crops up. Right, let's just scroll that down. Right, will that go through there? It will. Excellent. Right, base plate. Cutting plate. Die. Let's get that in the right place. Washi tape. Is that kind of the right size? Right place even? Yep, we'll go for that. Put on there, put that on the top. Stick that through. Okay. Cool. Got that out. That cut through? It has indeed. That's what we like. Oh dear. You're just going to tear it now, aren't you? Oh well. Oh well, we'll make a feature of it. So. Ironic, isn't it? This is one of the washi tapes that I don't use because it doesn't stick to anything. And then when you don't want it to stick to anything, it does. So, how ironic. Should have cut it so it was inside out, but then you wouldn't get that little... Oh no, there's usually like a stitched edge around it, but I think I must be using a different dye. Now that everything's been tidied up in here, I keep finding things that I have to put down to lost to the sands of time, but these ones aren't. So right, before I do anything, I'm going to ink around here. So I'm just going to get my inky things. A quick drink of water and find the one that I need to put a label on the top as to what colour each thing is. Not that one. I'm just going to get my ink. So let's use brushed corduroy. This is my old brushed corduroy, but it should be enough. This is an opportunity for me to do both front and back, but don't know whether I'm going to use the back, but I'll ink it for the time being anyway. I think it might be a bit big as well, but you know, like I say, I can cut it down in a minute if I decide. I don't know what I'm doing, you see, that's why. no tutorials are happening here. This is me just having a crafty play. So I think I want to get some colour on it, just a little bit at least. Doesn't matter if it's a little bit patchy, because I think I'm going to cover it. So I wanted it to have like a thing, an aperture. So I've got one of the apertures, but I meant like a frame around it. I don't know, something. Don't get your new desk dirty already, Dave. Let's go a bit heavier on this. It's not coming out that heavy because it's quite an old ink pad. I've been working on some new digitals that will be coming out soon, so got some lacy ones and some can't think what else I've been doing. So lacy, what else I've been doing? General journal-y style ones, some brightly coloured patterns, all sorts of things. So do you know what? I'm not sure. I think I like that side best. I think I'm going to use that side. I will just add some ink to this side. I always think there's something else I need to do. So since everything that happened, those that don't know, I will try and tell you without getting upset, but I lost my lovely doggy over Christmas, and it's been a bit sad. But since then, because I've been walking him for so long, I always think that's something I should be doing, but it's because I don't need to walk him anymore, so I don't know now. I think I'm going to stick with this side. Right, okay, so what we want to do is we want to put this aperture in it. Okay, so I need to make sure it is fairly flat. Just bend back anything that's kind of buckled a lot. And I think we're going to put that in there and glue that down. What I might do is, do I want to apply some ink to it? Do I? I don't know. Wow, this is the thing. I don't know, and I'm going to get right to an 8 state. That's what a 2 and 8 is. A 2 and 8 is a state. Where is my alcoholic? Is that there? Do I want to put some alcohol ink on this to give it a bit of colour? That one. And then if I'm going to do that, I want to have put some protective gloves on, at least. I'm meeting a couple of suppliers tomorrow at work, so I don't want to go with really mucky hands. And I want to cover this, so I need something to cover it with, because this is my new one. I don't want to get this covered in ink already. Right, let's move that one off for now. Let's get the old one back. We'll use this one. So remember this thing? This is all buckled and dirty, but this is perfect. So these are my alcohol inky one pads. I'll use that one. See what we can get. So I'll just get this one completely inkied and then see what happens. Now the thing is, you probably won't be able to see anything because it's got a black background, so let's see if we can find something that with a white background. Disconnect. There we go. Yeah, so it just gives it a bit of a creamier colour rather than it being looking too new. Yeah, looks a bit more old. So that is now, I think it's empty. Yeah, it's empty. I'll put that in the bin. Take these off. Put them under my desk. Come back to that in a second. Let's move this out of the way now. Oh, noisy. There we go. Get back to my clean one. Right. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to put this on here. And we're going to glue that down. And we're going to use my 3-in Collaged, which is my 3-in-1 stroke Collaged mixed together. I'm just going to put a bit of glue around the edge of here. Hopefully this will be enough to stick it down. If it doesn't stick it down, at least it will hold it in place while I glue the two edges of the two sides of this together. Not on your new mat, Dave. That way around. Well, it's going that way around now. I guess I should have just snipped the corners off so there's not too much bulk in it. You shouldn't cut like that, Dave. No cutting into your fleshy bit on your hands. That's not a good idea, but put those in the bin. Cool. I have to say that the new layout in this room is fantastic. It's so logical and it's all nice and close to hand, and I absolutely love it now in this space. Okay. What I don't love is getting this out of here. Okay. Let's not bother with that one. I did fill another thing with some of this. Put that back in there. Where is that? This should all come out easier. Yep, it does. Ooh, that's that other bit of plastic I was looking for. Found 3 of the corners, didn't know where the other one went. Knew it'd turn up. I'll do this up to the plasticky bit. And then I use this and do this round this porthole. If you can get it out. Come on. Preferably before the rest of the glue dries. Just around this. Just so that we can make a nice join. So that should now join to there and form a nice seal around that. bit down. So if I just stick that on there for now while I glue that down. So this is Mavis, one of my trusty bricks. Audrey's down there, she's a bit bigger. So she's not big, she's not fat, she's just big boned. So well, she's big bricked. So no, Dave, that's not going to work, is it? Okay, so what I was thinking is, let's get that stuck down, I was thinking I'd like some kind of frame around it. So I was thinking of ripping some of this. How wide do we want? So we go back there. Having that kind of round there. I want to colour that a bit, I think. So if I use my brush, one of my brushes, maybe something a bit, well, it says that's green, I don't think that is, but hey. So if we use, what should we use? Brushed corduroy or martini olive? Let's use a bit of both. So martini olive, not brushed corduroy, crushed corduroy, no, crushed pyjamas, I don't know. Whatever it is, crushed olive. Is that what I wanted to use? Or peeled paint. What's the other one? What else have I got in green? Just bear with. Not them. None of them. Forest moss. That's the other one I was thinking, I think. Well, let's just give this a bit of a play. I don't know what this is like. How green is this? It's fine. Put some of this on it. I'm going to have a good old mixed bag thing going on here. Yep, no, that's not the one. I wanted to get into the... I'm going to get into the groove because I've got to prove. Get into... Yeah, don't even start, Dave. Just don't. And forest moss, I think this is a bit darker. I like to get in... Ah, that's what I want to do. Get into them furrows. Oh yeah, I like that. That's a nice colour. It's got that kind of a bit, it's a little bit file foldery, a bit utilitarian colour, that. Nice colour. Indeed. Got it all over my new mat already, so... Lid on that one, Dave. Then you've got peeled paint. I'm not sure what this one's like. Oh, this is more greeny. So maybe get some of this. And go over the top bits of that. With that. And get this just in areas, a bit random splashing, you know, not splashing, what's the word? Don't know. Just being creative, Dave. Don't quell your creativity by trying to find the right words, just do it. I might put some brown on this just to kind of knock it back a bit. some kind. I've got that crushed banana, corduroy, whatever it is. Dusty corduroy, martini corduroy. No, that's martini olive. It might as well. They're just interchangeable in my head. So. Crushed dreams. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. No, where's me brown one gone there? Just some patchy squishing, smushing. I like the tattiness of this. I'm not normally a big mixed media-y type person, but I don't know, is this counted as mixed media? Well, if you're doing different medias, I guess it is mixed media, isn't it? So. Put a big crease in that. I'll really rub that with a bit of yes. Well, actually, it's looking like a bit like corrugated cardboard. There you go, another bit there. Fold that back on itself. Not corrugated. It looks like corrugated cardboard because it is. I mean, corrugated iron. You know, it's got that kind of aged. Rusty nut look to it. I seem to have put a lot of try that again. I seem to have put a lot of that on my fingers. There we go. Oh look, there's always a bit of gilding flake somewhere in this house. So let's hope that that will sit round. Oh, it does, and it kind of encroaches a bit, which is nice. So yeah, that's going to go there, and I don't know whether I want it this big. I think it's a little bit too long. I think I want this. Let's see how far that comes down to. Maybe cut it off where that finishes. So go to about there. That's an accurate measurement, isn't it? Everything's nicely to hand now. It's not just on the floor propped up by my side like it used to be. Yeah, take that bit off. I think it looked proportionately, it just looked a little bit too long. Happier with that, actually. So I think that down there. And then maybe a bit of this. So this is like weird packing material. I'm not 100% convinced that I really like it, but it kind of a little, you know. I've got trophophobia, which is the irrational fear of holes, and it kind of a little sets it off a little bit, but it's not too bad. So maybe have a bit sticking out from underneath there, but I want it to kind of be a bit more random. It's a bit square, that edge. Yeah, definitely too new looking. Oh, it's a bit green now. And I'm contaminating brushes, but never mind. They're my brushes, so have that there. That coming out. Just squish it a bit. Squish it and rub it on. just going to glue that there. Don't need a lot of glue anyway. Just get that to stick down while I have a think about what I'm doing here. Oh, get off. Oh, no, not you. I didn't want you to get off. I wanted the other bit to get off. Yeah. I think I want some of that as well. Some more of that. Maybe down this side or around that edge, maybe. Can you curve it? Can you cut it into a curve? Can you do anything else with it? Tear that bit off. So, there's my circle. Right, let's make it the shape I want it first. So, I'm going to just flatten it a little bit. I want to flatten them so that they're the other way. So I know that lots of you have messaged me or put comments on from over the Christmas period where I've lost Worcester, and I just haven't caught up with all of the messages and the comments and things. I'm really sorry. It's just been a bit difficult to deal with, and every comment that I read, everybody's so nice, and it makes me cry more, and so some of it I've kind of that avoidance technique, so I'm going to avoid it, then it didn't happen. So right, I'm just going to cut this roughly around here, kind of form a little bit of an aperture. Don't cut into the soft part of your hand, Dave. Keep doing that, idiot. Yeah, and then we'll colour that. Let's use a bit of... I should have some... I really need to find my glue books. I chucked a whole load out because I didn't need so many. And now... Oh, hang on, I found one. Now I keep finding myself without them. So this, let's go over it with this a little bit. Don't pull it too much because you don't want to ruin it. Although it seems to be quite resilient. I guess it's packing material, it has to be. Smoosh it with the thing. And get some other colours. So, what else should we have? Should we go for, let's get the pile of the ones that I used to use all the time. Maybe a bit of straw. Scattered picture. Oh no, scattered straw. La 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 la. Misty watercoloured. Oh. You know that thing that I had that was all nice? They're not nice anymore. They don't look so nice. Actually, let's just smoosh some of that on it. Get full smooshing going on there. And then get in there with a bit of colour on a brush. Bit of dark, we don't want black, red. Oh, let's go for gathered twig. I guess this would have been a perfect kind of project to go in my little art journal, but it's not here, so it's downstairs, so never even thought about it. And something a bit darker than that. What have we got? Walnut stain. Just in a few places. Smoosh it in a bit. Maybe a bit over the top of it. A bit over the top. I think it's already there, Dave. Just love, you know, when like you get a nice texture that you, well, I like it when you get a nice texture that you like, but like I also like it when, clearly like it when you get a texture that you're not quite sure that you do like. So if we have this kind of around there, we can stretch it out and get it to fill the, or we can have a few layers of it. Let's do that. Okay, so let's put this, glue this bit down. Yeah, let's glue it down. Do I want anything? Sorry, just sneezed, so I just thought I better. Hopefully, I've remembered to mute that, because otherwise, I've just deafened a few people. I'd probably deafened you anyway, with those people that could hear me. You can kind of hear me sneezing from about 40 miles away, so apologies if you were one of those people that just thought, oh, is that a sonic boom? No, it's Dave sneezing. Okay. I'm going to put this down on there. And I've put a bit of this on this, so it sticks to the acetate. Oh, here we go again. Let's just leave that upside down for a couple of minutes while I sort this bit out. So I think I'm going to glue this bit down as well. Do I want anything darker behind this before I do that? Maybe a bit, go a bit greener in the background, a bit mossy looking, maybe. Stop doing these things on your mat, Dave. You clean new mat. Let's do that. Maybe a bit more of another colour. Nope, it's gone a bit heavy on that bit, but never mind. In fact, actually peel that back for a bit, just to get in under the. It's looking a bit wood-like, isn't it? Woody. Not as in Toy Story, I don't mean. That was Woody, wasn't it? Was the cowboy called Woody? I think. I haven't seen Toy Story for years, so I think I've only seen 1 and 2. I believe there's more than 1 and 2 these days. Oh yeah, we want that to go under there first. So let's glue this. Get it to glue in a few places. Don't want to have glue on every bit because we want it to move a bit. So I wanted it to kind of glue down this edge and then pull some of this out. Oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe. Maybe not, I'm not sure. it. That's all right. That's it. That seems all right. Might have cut it a bit harsh round here, but it's okay. We just need it to kind of make enough contact to glue down. And then we want that glue there. It's now, couldn't get it out before, now it's oozing all over the place. Bit of that on there so that it adheres to that. Same on this bit because that's sticking perpendicular. Get me with my big words. It's hardly a big word, Dave. It's perpendicular, it's not. Perchloroethylene, which is another word. That's a big word. But I do know what that is because I used to be a dry cleaner, so it's a dry clean. It used to be a dry cleaning fluid. You're not allowed to use it now, so it's damaging to health and in the environment. It's carcinogenic, I think. So stick down. Thank you. Oh, you see, this is not sticking down either now. I think it's because it was because my fingers are so gluey that it kept pulling it back up again. So there's that. Nope, don't fall over. I don't know if I want that on there, actually. Do I have anything else that's a texture of some kind? Oh, I know what I've got. I've got some of this. Just maybe use some of this. This is vertical blind fabric. Don't know whether or how I want this, but I think I want it. I like it when it goes all stringy. Maybe that's a perfect way to put a mount a word. Yes, we might do that with that. So maybe some more corrugated cardboard this side. Maybe a different direction this time. That looks like a saxophone. Wasn't supposed to, but it does. Well, in my head it does. You're probably saying, nope, it looks nothing like one, Dave. Absolutely nothing like one. I don't know what you're talking about. It's alright, nobody does. So let's make this one brown. Oh no, it's broken. It's actually broken. Oh well. Oh well, they were cheap, so, and they have seen a lot of wear and tear. The only reason why I'm doing it on this glue book is so that I keep my desk nice and, well, not nice and clean because it's already not clean, but cleaner than it could be if I just went hammer and tong, hammer and nail, hammer and tooth, whatever the saying is. If I only had a brain. Because I don't have a brain. Oh look at my nails. I look like I'm polishing my nails with them, so. See, already messy. Oh, it's a good job I'm wearing an old hoodie, isn't it? So. on there. Yeah, I quite like that, you know. There'll be people shouting at the screen going, "That's horrible, Dave, don't put that there." But I cannot hear you. I'm doing my own thing. I'm just being creative, a bit of messy, creative play. And I think maybe if I had... I can't think what I was going to do. I think I was going to tear this so that it... Oh, I can't actually tear it now. Kind of hugs the frame, but tear it with a bit of a wonky edge, and then make it look really like burnt. So you know I like a burnt like edge of this, maybe like this down here. Maybe see if we can peel that back up a bit and have that so that it sticks up over it. Yeah, maybe that could go underneath there. And that, let's peel that back up again, and that up. We might put that in there, up there. Yeah, let's make this look burnt. So I want my brown one there, and we're going to go for, first of all, we're going to go for a light colour brown. So we're going to go corduroy, gathered twigs, corduroy, gathered twigs, vintage photo, walnut stain, espresso, and I might put a tinge of black on the edge. So first of all, let's get this out of the way. Let's get this looking a bit darker. Look over this like this. Fine. In fact, could I separate it? I just want to separate it in a little, in one of places, but not all the way over. I know you think you've lost the plot, so it's alright. I think I've lost the plot too, so. And then we're going to tear this bit. Tear that bit off. Cool. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to ink all over it. Then I can't get rid of them yet because I don't know whether I've finished with these bits. So, and then if I get this and I just go do the edges first. Well, in from the edge a bit and the edges. Especially on the bit that I want it to look burnt on. And then we're just going to layer it up on that edge. So that's that one. Then we're going to go, that's the next colour, isn't it? Yep. Just gathered twigs. Might as well do that on this bit as well, I think. Gather twigs, then what's next? Vintage photo. push it into the. Sorry, I've forgot. I'm supposed to be talking, aren't I? Completely forgot. I'm having far too much fun getting messy. You know that when I put the gloves on so that I could do the inking of the aperture. Yeah, well, that horse is bolted, doesn't it? So. Again, stop talking, Dave. Don't you need to keep talking? But no, it's because I'm concentrating. I've got my tongue out. It's trapped between my teeth. So that's what stops me from talking. Yeah, I think this is going to need a blacker edge. I'm going to have. Definitely want it to look a bit more smoky on that edge. In fact, let's get rid of that page. Okay, we've got a bit of contrast. I can see it better now. Oh, it is looking nicely. Can you see? It's looking nicely burnt now. And I realised the gold effect, which I didn't like, but I think it might add a bit of texture to this, so I'm not too worried about it now. Yeah, I think I'm going to put some black on it. So I do have a thing that's been used for black, which is here. And I did have some black not in that pile. Black soot, that's what I want. Okay, so just on the very edge. Don't want to get too much on it because you can't take it off. You can put it on, but you can't take it off. I do love making it look like it's been burnt. That's one of my favourite things to do. Again, a bit of that smokiness on that gold. A little bit catching those edges. Like the soot has kind of risen from it. Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy with that. So bring this back in. And I think, I've done it the wrong way round. I have, haven't I? It's supposed to be that way, isn't it? You prized idiot. Oh well. Yeah, okay, well, maybe we have to rethink. Maybe this goes here instead. Maybe let's just tear it. Oh well. Yeah, no. Just cover that bit up. Not really going to see that. Let's put that in there. Put that underneath and that on there. Maybe that goes underneath there. Like that. Okay. Fool, Dave. Fool if you think it's over. I know you could say, well, why didn't you just go for the black on the edge? Because I like this kind of like darkened area. So you've got the black on the beach head, and then you've got the darkened area, and it looks like you've kind of rescued it from a fire type thing. So Brian's just to put something back on my desk. If you can hear something in the background, that's Brian making a noise. So yeah, he just said hello. If you did you hear him? I don't know whether you heard him. Let's get rid of that, I think. I'm not going to see it anyway, so Yeah, and then we'll have something further down here. Maybe some more. Yeah, let's just glue this down. I bet Brian's thinking, what on earth is Dave doing? But all right. Do you like what I'm doing? More to the point, Brian.
I do. Are you using this?
No, not at the moment. No.
Bring it back in a sec.
Let's glue this down. Oh, let's glue that under there. Many a happy accident. You know what happens in craft? We do something and then like it goes different to the way we expected, and then but it's a nice happy accident. That's what we get. So that's just a bit straight, isn't it? That's the only thing I don't like about that edge. I can't tear it. The problem with it being foiled is it doesn't tear very easily because it's like plastic coated. I have to snip it to kind of get it to. There we go. I should put that. Just re-ink that black edge. That's where I am with that. So I'm thinking of having this as like some way to put a word on there. Don't know what word it is. It's going to have to fit on there. And then I want something here. But I'm not sure what I want there because I want something. I'd like something with a different texture to it. So I like it. I like the way it looks. I think it might need some other things on it. I wonder if. Oh, sorry, I've had an idea. So I bought this a long time ago. I was going to do a journal with it. And maybe this. Oops. Cut a few bits of this off. That's not going to cut, is it, Dave? That's wire. So, a wire cutter. Bit. So maybe this. Growing up it. Oh, you know what? I love that. That's perfect. So what do I want in the background? I don't know. That's the problem. Okay, let's see. Can I split this? Okay. Oh, I wonder. Stop it. Let's get stop it going. I wanna get stop it go. Let's get it stop it go. Let me feel you stop and go. Right. Okay, sorry, I just stepped away from it. I'm going to try using some of this. Which is grit paste. Never used it. It's Tim Holt stuff. Don't know what you do with it. Just going to give it a go and a play. I'll get my little thing. Because I've never opened it, clearly. I'm going to put some of this. on this bottom here, all the bits off from my lavender, I might put don't really know what I'm doing, so I might regret this, but this is what it's all about. So just playing for a bit of inspiration, having a bit of a play. So I'm going to go up to that edge, but I want it to make a bit more of an organic line on that bit. It looks a little bit staged. I guess this is going to dry with a texture, like I was hoping it'd be like concrete style texture. It might not be that colour, but it's definitely picking up the green of the mossiness. Always lick the lid. You know, when you have a yogurt, you have to lick the lid. So, waste not, want not. And then I thought if I kind of stipple it, don't know whether that's going to make any difference to what the finish looks like, but and then we're going to have the a little bit more that kind of encompasses that. You guys are probably all going to say, you're doing that wrong, that's not what it's for, but you know what, I don't care. Oh, and, aha, I don't know whether you can dry this. Can you dry it? Can you dry it with a heat gun? Because the other thing I thought I could use is, hold that thought, so my brand new desk, I didn't want to get messy. I've literally pulled out everything I could possibly use that is messy. Where are the bits I want? Not in there. What I'm looking for. So a couple of things. So there's this stone effect paste, which again, another something I haven't ever used. Oh, that looks like it's separated. Do I have something I can stir it with? I need a stick to stir. Don't know whether this has kind of gone awful. It's gone very muddy now. It sounds like I'm squelching in the mud, which I'm not. There's going to be a lot of editing on this video. So this is stone effect paste, and I don't know how this is going to work, but or if it works. It's very gritty. I guess if it's stone effect, it's going to have to be gritty. So. Going to be like a grey stone. I would have thought grey stone. Isn't that brown stone? Oh no, no, grey stone. Oh, grey stone by the power of not grey stone, is it? It's yeah, it's He-Man, but I don't know why I'm thinking grey stone. So I'm going to put this on again. I'm going to stipple it a little bit. Don't know what, like I said, don't know what this is going to turn out like. Don't know what it's going to be. I don't know whether you're allowed to mix these things. Nothing's blown up yet, so we're all right. This is stuff that I don't normally do, so this is definitely a playing sort of day. Again, I want it to look a little bit natural. A little bit natural. I'd like it to look quite natural, actually, to be fair. Do I try a little bit more somewhere? Maybe up here. In fact, I think I have another colour of this, but I probably shouldn't get that out now. Bearing in mind that I've never used this one, so. Wow. For somebody that didn't want to get very messy, it's a bit of a mess. Just bear with me a second. It's I think the gas lift in my gas lift chair is going because I keep finding myself like on the floor basically. And then thought about using some of this, which is another thing that's separated. Clean this off. So this is the heat. That stuff that kind of, when you heat it up, it kind of bubbles like mossy kind of. I think it looks mossy anyway. I'm going to put some of this down here. And then when I heat it, you'll see what I mean. Again, it's another thing that kind of almost trips my trypophobia thing off. Shall I mix it with a little bit of something? Is that no? That's gone plasticky on the top. Let's not get rid of that. Oh, Dave, on your clean mat as well. Maybe a little bit of colour in this. So, not crackle paste, oh dear. So maybe a bit of no idea. I'm going to cut this video that many times because I keep going off on a tangent.
A bit of.
You know, is it brushos?
Oh yeah.
What are they in?
I don't know, it says pigments, doesn't it?
Does it? Pygmies. Can't see pigments. Ah. I've gone a bit off on a tangent. So. Absolutely. Green. Oh, lime green. That's a bit... I thought I'd got something that was moss. So, I keep going away and coming back and finding new bits that I want to play with. So, I'm going to try mixing some of this with some brusho. So brusho is like a powdered pigment. Oh. It's in here like a salt and pepper shaker, but I think the hole has kind of sealed up over time. That's, oh, it's all going wrong now, isn't it? So, and you never think you've got anything out until you try and mix it, and then it's suddenly like, oh, that's very thick. That's very green. I mean, a bit like, you know, when you use food colouring and you think, yeah, it's too pale, and you add a little bit more, and then like it's suddenly like, oh no, that looks, yeah, more than I expected. Right, so let's just mix this in. Hopefully it'll make it colorise a bit and not look grey, although it looks looking grey to me. No, it definitely turned green a bit. Not as green as I wanted it to do then. That's orc yellow. Orc. I don't know whether that's ochre. Sorry, orc yellow. Maybe the powder inside is no longer powdery. Yeah, I need some more of them, obviously. Yeah, that's better. It's coming out now. Yeah, that's better. That's much more coloured to what I... I don't know if it works on another surface as well. No. It's got a big lump in it. That's a big lump. So it's not as green because it's a bit more thinned down, but no, you just put your finger in it as well, Dave. This is what it's all about, it's having a play, isn't it? So let's try some yellow I like this time. In fact, I might have a bit more of this. Try another pokey tool where I don't actually break the thing. Yeah, I think the powder inside is congealed. If I open it up, it's all going to just go everywhere, and because it's a pigment, it'll just be very pigmenty. See, look, that's it. It's supposed to shake, but now I think it's got a bit. Yeah, that's going to be way too much, Dave. It's gone a bit obviously got a bit damp, a bit wet. Yeah, that's the colour of it. It's great because it doesn't add, it's a bit like you know, gel food colouring, so it doesn't add any kind of liquid to the, doesn't thin it down or anything. So you probably won't see half of this because it's going to be behind that bit of heather. Heather? No, whatever that's supposed to be. Lavender. Dave. And hopefully this won't mind being heated, because this expanded stuff does need to be heated in order to make it look like I want it to. Right, I'll just scrape that off there and pick it back up again to get it to go on there. Well, you know, completely off on a tangent, but you know, really had loads of fun. So, okay, so that's rubbish. That's also rubbish. What else is rubbish? Well, I think we're going to get rid of these bits now, Dave. I'll keep that bit just in case. Get rid of that. Okay, so that's a little map pin that sticks in the top of there, but I don't think the map pin's very well either. The map pin is kind of broken. The pinny part has kind of disappeared up inside itself. That's kind of what you bung the hole with, but so. Look at that. Let's move these out of the way. So my nice clean desk is no longer clean. I did say it wasn't going to last very long, so I tried to keep it tidy, promise. And again, you know, if anybody's ever known me will know that me keeping anything tidy is a long shot. Let's put those out of the way. Get rid of that. Don't need that. Those can go back up there. That's my handle falling off my brush. So right, so let's see. I've got a heat gun somewhere here. And I should have a plug here. Oh, I'm not going to fit in that plug socket. There we go. And let's see. Oh, Dave, you're going to be doing it on your nice board that isn't currently buckled, so do it on something first. Put it on top of the brick. So, this is, I'm just going to heat the expand it. I want to see if that works. Oh, it's expanding. I don't know that you can see it. When I heat it, kind of goes, I think it looks mossy or like lichen-y. It's a bit horrible, but nice. I'm not selling it here, am I? But it definitely gives it that much more quite naturally. See how it's gone? See all of the bubbled blistery bits? So like if you look at this bit here now without it, let's see if I can come up to the camera and be able to show you and see if you can see what it does. Trying to do it so that I don't overheat my camera at the same time. So can you see how it's bubbling up? You should be able to see on that yellowy bit, the ochre bit. And it gives it that horrible, nice texture. So let's just put that down because it's a bit warm. And the more you heat it, I think the thicker it is, the bigger the bubbles, but also the more you heat it as well, the bigger the bubbles get. But I definitely think it gives it that kind of mossy, not just moss, what's the other thing? Mould. And not just mould, what's the other thing? Fungi, that's the word, fungi. It's just like me, I'm a fungi too. So, not really what you were expecting, is it, from me today? But I do think I want this on here. Yeah, that's going to be too long. I've got rid of that. There's pliers. I actually want them. I think I want this on here. Like that. Like that. Looks like it's going to do for me. So I want it to stick. So what do I want to do to get it to stick? I want it like that, or do I want it? I want it like that. And that. No, I want it like that. Let's do that. Maybe have another bit up there. Yep, that's what I want. Yep, cool, that's what I want. Right, glue gun. Okay, next thing, plug that in. And then I should have a little mat here that I've got specially for glue gunning. That can go back up there. I'll have a light in there, Dave. You want it away from heat source, so that heated stuff you don't want anywhere near a heat source because it will just do its own thing in the heat source, in the pot. I mean, pop this back in here. Put that in the tub in. These are the bits that I'm done with. That can go in the bin as well. That can be kept. Put that over there. So I want that to go over the top of it. Then you're going to cover up all that nice mould that you've just put on. No, you're not going to put that on at all, are you, Dave? Are you going to put that on? You're just going to keep jigging it to see if there's any way you want it. You know what, I might have it there. Let's cut that bit off. Yeah, I'll do that. It is plugged in, isn't the heat gun? It is. It's just taking its time, Dave. It's a heat gun. It's not going to just instantly do it. So, yeah. Well, that didn't go very well with keeping my fingers clean, did it? So, no. There's the answer. That didn't go well. And I think then we have this. So while I'm waiting for that to heat up, maybe this is the opportunity to make this a bit dirtier. Don't want to do that. I want it to be browny coloured. So it might have been a bit grungy for you guys, but definitely something I've not done. I don't think I've ever done anything quite as gross on camera. I mean, like, it's not gross. I don't think it's gross, but like you might think it's gross. So it's definitely grungy. Right, I need a nice short little word. Is that coming out yet? It is. Good. That will go on. Where's my piece of field? Nope. Home. Definitely not home. My home does not look like this. Be brave. Oh, be brave. Could be the word of the day, especially because everything else looks to be a bit long. Make a wish? Nope. Just one life. It's my lush. Collection? No, way too long. I need some of these chips. Do you know what? Limited edition. Perfect. It's definitely a limited edition. So, I think if I use a bit of glue gun to stick this on without, hopefully without burning my fingers. That one there, right, okay. And then, let's put that so that it can have a chance to bind. Put a little bit of colour around the word itself as well. Stick that on there. Again, without burning your fingers, Dave. The amount of times I burnt my fingers on hot glue, I cannot count the amount of times. And then we're going to have this like this, aren't we? Yes. So we need to have a few spaces where that goes on there, a bit on there, a bit up there, and a bit on there. And hopefully you've got enough glue in your glue gun to see, told you. To last. I said, don't burn your fingers on your glue gun, Dave. And then what happens? You burn your fingers on your glue gun. Well, I didn't burn it on my glue gun, actually. Burnt it on the glue. So I want a tiny bit of glue without burning my fingers there. It means I can just have it so that it just comes over that. Pop that on there just to hold it down while I'm doing the rest of it. And then, don't do this to me. Put that down on there, thank you. And then we're going to have this up here. Yep. You might need a bit more glue in your glue gun, Dave. Should be enough. So, wow. Talk about going off piste. Put those. There we go. And we'll have limited edition. I think that's going to go there. Or should it go there? Or should it go there? No, let's go up there. Or should we go there? Get a grip. Maybe I should have more than one of these. Oh, Dave. This is not the time to run out of glue. I just need to push a little bit through. Scoop that up, put that on the back of here, and put that on there. Because otherwise I've got to go rooting for where these are. Limited edition. Okay, folks, so there you go. I have finished it. So I kind of just finished it off without you. I'm afraid I need to clean my desk now. I feel bad. So that's it. So that's what we made today. So completely off piste. Not something I would normally do, but I am being brave, and it's definitely a limited edition. So anyway, yeah, bit different for me, but I hope you enjoyed it. So thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget, I love you all without exception until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to, and I'll see you all very soon. Take care, folks. Lots of love. Lots of hugs, and I'll see you soon. Take care, folks. Bye. Bye.